Hello everyone, it's Karen, and I was teaching this weekend, and I was showing some Halloween ideas. And when I opened up this cute little card that I made a long time ago, my poor little raccoon, only his head popped up because the rubber band had broken and the surprise ball as the bottom. So I mentioned to the students that I would just cut this open and put new bands in it. And I started to show them, and they said, "Wait, no, like keep that and do it on a video." Okay, so here's what I did. First thing I did is I looked in and I figured out which side on the ball has the cut in it. See how it has the cut right there on the shelf to put the band in? Let me see if you can see it on this side. Okay, so definitely these are the sides you would want to cut open, not these over here, or else you'll have to reach in if you've ever put the ball together and not paid attention to it going around the right way. Now, sometimes you can just open one up, and if you've got dainty enough hands, you know, if you've done a surprise ball, you might be able to get in there with your fingers, you know, or tweezers or needle nose pliers or something, get that in. But if you don't, you can cut both of them open, because we're just going to make new tabs anyway. Okay, so what do I mean by opening them? I'm going to take right here on the seam, and I'm just going to open the ball up. Okay, so what that does is it basically renders the half tabs that connected them useless, so we will have to make new tabs. But that's step 2. Let's start with step 1. So now we've got it open. I'm going to take 2 of my number 12 rubber bands. This was made originally with just 1 rubber band, and it doesn't have inside reinforcing, so 2 might be a little bit too much. Maybe I'll just put 1 in. Okay, so I'm going to try 1. That's what it was originally made with, so yeah. I mean, that gives me a really good spring. I don't feel like it needs a second one. Let's see what would happen. Yeah, I can already feel it pulling, so I'm gonna stick with 1. Oh, you know what though? I'm gonna leave the other one in there. Isn't that smart? And then if the other one breaks, I can stretch this one apart across with tweezers. I don't have to open it up again. Clever. Okay, so now we've got to put these back together again, but we've lost our tabs. All right, so we need to make new tabs. Now we have these new die sets for each of our balls called the double ups dies, and for the surprise ball, well, for all of them, they come with inside trapezoids. So these are the ones that are just they're actually a little bit bigger than the decorator trapezoid, but smaller than the side of the ball itself, and it cuts 2 at a time. So I'm going to use this to make tabs, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to fold a little scrap of orange cardstock and just put it right up to the line there, so that it's essentially going to cut it. In fact, I'll see if I can do 2 at once, since I need 2. Put 1 on this side and 1 on this side. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll tape those together. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll see. Okay, so let me run this through my die cutting machine. See how we do here. Okay, so by using folded cardstock, oh, I got a little too close to the edge. Oh, no, I didn't. I was like, oh, this one cut. Oops, sorry. It didn't. I got really close to the cut line, though. So, I mean, it's hinged. I think this one's better. This one's way better. I just got too close to the cut line on that one. I'm going to do it again. I don't want to make a weak hinge, you know. All right, so I'm folding it in half. Okay, this time. Oh, well, it doesn't really even have to come that close to the cut line. Something like this. Oops, let's do this way. Okay, much better. All right, so the only reason I use that die to make the hinges is because now they're tapered to fit, you know, right in there just perfectly. You know, you don't have to like trim the sides and stuff. They don't have to be this long. You could absolutely just make it, you know, something like this. And I'm just going to take my glue. Okay. Go in there. Get that right to the edge, that hinge right to the edge. Okay, and then put my other one in. So yeah, rubber bands don't last forever. It is true. Sometimes they last a long time though. It sort of depends on what temperature, you know. So I guess if you know you had, this was like a Halloween decoration, so let's say I had kept that with my Halloween decor in the attic, it probably would not last from year to year because that hot, you know, attic would wear out the rubber band. All right, now we want to attach the other side. Okay. I'm gonna do this in the pop-up position, but just to make sure I get it good and straight, kind of where it was before. But I will give it a really good press in the flat position to seal it once I get the other one. Okay, and this. Ooh, this one I might have to flatten it to get enough slack in it. Alright, I'm going to bring it out to where it used to be. Ta-da! One repaired raccoon bitty ball surprise ball. This one's from a video. There's a video on YouTube that shows you how I made it. Oh, it's backwards, sorry. I was like, wait, that doesn't fit. It's supposed to go this way. And then he cute. And then the closure on this one's kind of fun. It's just a little elastic with a knot in it that goes across this brad and bead. And then you open it. Okay, so there you go. That is how you can repair one if your rubber band breaks.